Two. Check one, check one, check one, check one. Check one, check one, check one. Check one, and that's how we begin. How the hell are you? Oh. And that's how we begin YouTube and the podcast streaming together. You reached Clean Pin on YouTube, part of From the Bleachers Sports Show. Please do subscribe. And listening to the audio form of the podcast called Clean Pin, found on Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, wherever you get your podcasts from, it's all there. Episode 41 here on YouTube. Episode 3, I believe. Here we are, Friday again. Second straight week on a Friday. That's a good thing. We are forming some type of a schedule here. That's good. Consistency is good. How's everyone doing? I hope you're all doing well. And what we do here, we talk about wrestling. On this section here, let's move this up. There we go. Oh, you hear me? Do you hear me? Hope you hear me. Okay. All right. Yeah, so we talk about wrestling here. All wrestling, AEW, WWE, NWA, Impact, MLW, everything. Quite a few news and rumors to get into. Do want to start, I think, right off the bat, is give you Clash of the Champions. My thoughts, my predictions, and let's see what will go down. No particular order, okay? We have the WWE Championship. We have Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. Remember, coming into this, Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. Orton lost his first shot at McIntyre and the title at SummerSlam. Got caught in a McIntyre backslide. Okay? The retaliation came fast and hard. Orton punting McIntyre in the head 3 times on the following edition of Raw. Storyline-wise, you had McIntyre with a fractured jaw. Okay? Then the following week, McIntyre retaliated with 3 Claymore kicks. Sent Orton from an arena in an ambulance. I still think that this is leading towards a bigger picture of it. Remember where we have unsettled business between Randy Orton and Edge. When they were going with Randy Orton and Edge, remember, they were going at it, greatest wrestling match. That's how we're building it. Does the greatest wrestling match, after they had it, remember that Edge did wind up being injured. Do you need a belt between that feud when Edge does come back? Is Edge coming back? Let's say, can he come back Survivor Series? 2 months away from that timetable when he got injured last. It's possible. Possible. I'm telling you what, I think Randy Orton's going to win. He's going to hold it, make it even more meaningful for when Edge does come back. That way those two could square off, continue their feud, and put the title on the line. Give me Randy Orton over McIntyre, first match. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso. I love the promo on SmackDown today. I loved it. Loved it from both. Less is more. For Roman Reigns, none of that corny promo like Sucker and Succotash. Letting him be a monster. Short, sweet, and to the point for Roman Reigns. He's the champion that we need. Jey Uso, made a nice retaliation promo. Said, "Listen, I'm the one." They go, "Which one are you?" Can't tell the difference between him, between him and his brother. He wants to prove himself. I think this is going to be a brutal match. They're looking to establish Roman Reigns as a vicious heel. This is going to be a brutal match. And it's going that way. How that ended. Roman Reigns, still your champion. I'd be shocked if it was otherwise. Okay, no one thinks that Jey Uso has any shot whatsoever. Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn. You had a little preview of that today on SmackDown. I don't know why you would give that away. Wasn't with a ladder. Tomorrow it will be, or Sunday will be with a ladder, rather. Here you have Sami Zayn coming back. And he came back with the Intercontinental Championship, claiming he never lost it. He just never defended it. Conveniently, seems to not really mention that he was not defending it at all. Just conveniently leaves that out. Still thinks he's a champion. You have AJ Styles, you have Jeff Hardy having their beef with each other. Three-way match, a ladder match. I mean, are these guys still at their nowhere near their prime like they were? All guys that are either over 40 or approaching 40. Sami Zayn probably is the youngest. I believe he's like 35, 36, 37, somewhere in their age. I see Jeff Hardy winning the title and keeping it, unifying it, and keeping it around his waist. No fuckery, just I think a clean pin. SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley versus Nikki Cross. Bayley, who could have expected that she is this type of heel that you see now? Right? Seriously. Seriously, did you ever expect that from Bayley? I didn't. I did not at all. And here she is, your top woman's heel, going up against Nikki Cross, who has, suffered her sister Abigail here from Alexa Bliss. Nikki Cross came here. There was a four-way between Cross, Tamina, Lacey Evans, and Alexa Bliss. Cross won. Remember, Cross challenged for the title twice in July. Wasn't able to win. And you have now with this whole issue of just hanging out in the background, you have this whole issue of Sasha Banks in the background. I think Sasha Banks interferes in the match, causing disqualification. Bayley will still be the championship. This is going to send Nikki Cross over the edge and somehow you might have a Nikki Cross versus Sasha Banks feud in the meantime. Take the scenic route to get to Sasha Banks versus Bayley at Survivor Series. So I think that's what will happen. Bayley will win via interference from Sasha Banks, and that's what you're looking at there. I don't think Nikki Cross is going to take this. Women's tag match: Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler versus the Riot Squad. Ruby Riot and Liv Morgan have been in a little bit of rut until they got back together again. More so in Ruby Riot seemed to kind of not be able to find her stride since she has came back. With that being said, these two, I'm with Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. If this is not a if this is not a squash match, I would be very much surprised. I'm sure you're going to see a little bit of offense being coming in from Nia Jax. I mean, they have to get a little bit of offense in Ruby Riot and Liv Morgan. They have to get a little bit of offense in. Gotta be fair. But Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler cannot be fighting or biting every tooth and nail trying to win against Ruby Riot and Liv Morgan. They're a dominant team. They're a force to be reckoned with. And I think you're going to have Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler come out on top. The Raw Tag Team Championships, Street Profits versus Andrade and Angel Garza. Listen, I thought Angel Garza and Andrade were broken up. That's what it seemed like. I don't know how they're back together again, honestly. They didn't even explain it, to be honest with you, because Zelina Vega left them, went on to become a wrestler singles land, and then next thing you know, Andrade and Garza are fighting each other. And next week they're back on. There was really no program to build this pairing, with the challengers earning their shot at the belts and number one contender match on the 21st. They beat Humberto and Dominic, Seth Rollins, and Murphy. Listen, I think, again, this is just kind of like almost like a scenic route to continue to. I think there is a story there that needs to be explained between Andrade and Angel Garza. I do think that Street Profits will win. I think Angel Garza and Andrade are going to continue to have their problems in this match. It's going to come to fruition. And I see the Street Profits winning. United States Championship match. Bobby Lashley versus Apollo Crews. The Hurt Business. The Hurt Business. Hold on for 1 second. Hold on, guys. Back, guys, and I think what I'm going to do to make this a little bit more of a better listen, I'm going to come back here again on a live stream tomorrow night, do a regular edition of Clean Pin, episode 41, and this is just of because I want to keep it like short and sweet, not overstack the episode. So we're going to break this up. This is going to be just the predictions for Clash of the Champions. And then tomorrow night I'll come back on and I'll do a Clean Pin news and rumors. So this is going to go up in video and podcast form, my predictions. And then tomorrow we will do Clean Pin yet again. And that's when we'll do the full show on news and rumors. Back to United States. Bobby Lashley versus Apollo Crews. United States Championship on the line. Crews has only wrestled Hurt Business members since mid-June. Even with another Lashley versus Crews showdown being far from a unique pairing, it was the most logical title match since Crews hasn't received a rematch since Lashley won the title at Payback. And it's still kind of, you still question your head. You kind of shake your head, rather, or scratch your head. Why is the Hurt Business, you have the, Hurt Business, they're supposed to be a heel faction. They're too busy fighting over Retribution. You're getting a little bit confused. Are the faces, are the heels? I think at the end of the day, this is a build of Lashley. You rebuild Lashley, a rebuilding of Lashley for the bigger picture of having Lashley go up against Brock Lesnar. And I think the Hurt Business will kind of make Bobby Lashley a little bit more believable in the eyes of, more credible in the eyes of the fans. I think Bobby Lashley, believe it or not, needs to hold this title to build up that credibility, because I think that's where it's going ultimately, a Lesnar showdown. Bobby Lashley retains over Apollo Crews. Your Raw Women's Championship, Asuka versus Zelina Vega. Jeez. Really, again, not much build to it. If you've been following Zelina Vega's social media, and whew, she's making a build there of her own. I don't know. I see Asuka winning this. I don't think Zelina Vega has a chance. I think Asuka is holding that belt for the impending return of Charlotte. SmackDown Tag Team Championship, Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura versus Lucha House Party. I'm sorry, guys. There's, Lucha House Party's having their problems. I don't know if you guys care, but I think it's gonna do its part, and it's gonna spill over into the pay-per-view because it's been a reoccurring theme with the Lucha House Party. So that being said, Lucha House Party, more arguments continue. I think that's when you're finally gonna have them broken up, causing in the meantime Cesaro and Shinsuke to beat Lucha House Party. And I think that's where we are, guys. That were the predictions. I think the match for me, the match that I am most interested in, is the Roman Reigns Jey Uso match. I don't think it's gonna be more than a squash match. But I'm just looking to see, the story that they tell inside that ring. And although it's for a short period of time, I'm thinking it's going to be a squash match. The story that they could tell in that short period of time could be magical. So I'm looking forward to that match the most there. All right, guys. So this has been your predictions. Been your predictions for Clean Pin and Clash for Champions, Clash for Champions prediction via Clean Pin. We're going to come back tomorrow night with a live stream, news, rumors, all that fun stuff. Saturday night hang, so to speak. I hope all is well, guys. Do subscribe to the channel. I have another 2 channels if you're interested. GRES, GRES, filming locations, crime scenes, a lot of random stuff that's interesting as well. And the GRES show, which is kind of short comedy driven clips. So I got a lot planned for this channel. Do want to live stream more. Do want to, if you like sports, I got sports content on here as well. Football, baseball, UFC. Do want to do some live streams during some events, during football, during MLB playoffs. So, I also do baseball card unpacking. So it's a fun time. Please do subscribe. I hope all is well, guys. And look forward to speaking to you very, very soon.